Hello and welcome to another episode of the Single H Half Hour Power Hour. Your name is...
My name is Michael Davis. Your name is...
Hannah Milljall, and our special guest...
Rick Kane.
And I'm currently dodging in a little bit of pocket.
What is a pocky?
Um,
what? I don't show it to me. Tell me what it is. Explain it.
basically it is a pretzel covered in flavored chocolate.
So
Or flavored yogurt.
It's not a cookie stick. It's a pretzel.
Yeah.
And it's covered in flavored yogurt. What's the flavor of the day, kids?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
And they are really cheap. For the days, it's only $1.50, pretty much. It's only like $1.60 for them.
Grandpa Mills cutting corners on his retirement again. I didn't buy the Tony Chocolonis because they're $7 a bar, but this was $1.
No, they're $5.
Tony Chocolonis are $5?
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
Yes. And they're so good. They're so good.
Is that an American blend of chocolates, or is it Swiss, or...
No, I believe it's like, I should know it. I know this thing. Why isn't it not coming to me?
Listen to Hunter Mills trying to vamp, y'all. Let me show you professional vamping.
Yeah.
While Rick Kane...
I forgot. I know.
Skillfully maneuvers through her pocket brain.
West Africa.
West Africa, kids.
Yes.
That is vamping by a pro.
And I got out the two that I like off of the birthday box.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna try 3 new things.
What flavors came in the birthday box?
The regular milk chocolate.
That's your favorite?
Milk chocolate caramel.
You like caramel?
Yeah.
I love caramel.
Caramel or caramel?
I say both. It
You
depends.
just said caramel.
You say caramel. That's a single H.
I go back and forth.
You go back
I
and
usually
forth?
say caramel.
You say caramel?
I was just repeating the dialect of the host of the show. It's very rude, Rick Kane, to correct the host of a show on their show.
I wasn't correcting. I was asking a question.
Because here's what should have happened. Back a long time ago, there was a character on Parts of Unknown called Angry Single H. Ask that question again. I think Angry Single H still exists.
How do you pronounce how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it as caramel or caramel?
I said caramel! This is my show! I said caramel! Get out! I'm Single H! Whoa!
Okay, now you're literally shaking the car. Stop. You're literally shaking the mobile recording studio.
You know, I think I jumped in too soon. I think Single H was just about ready to be Angry Single H.
Nope. There's a reason you carry that character now.
Do you remember when he used to yell at us?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
The high pitch.
Alright, so caramel.
Yeah. I say both.
What's the others?
I think it's mostly between those two.
No, not
What's the other
pronunciations.
flavors?
Not pronunciations. Flavors of chocolate.
Some people could pronounce caramel as crap. But not me. I love caramel.
There's like regular... Oh, for Tony.
Yes,
Tony's chocolate.
back to our regularly scheduled program. Tony Chocolonis.
And they have like dark chocolate versions of every single one of their bars. There's a milk chocolate almond that I'm going to try to see if it's better or worse than the dark chocolate version.
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you, I prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate any day.
Me too. I love dark chocolate in my mouth. It is my favorite.
Yes.
When we get those little itty-bitty snack size Halloween candies, I dig through them for the dark chocolates.
Yeah. And you have to look for them.
You cannot find a full bar of dark chocolate Hershey's.
No, you can't, because it's not the popular flavor. I'm a milk chocolate person. I'm like you enjoy your dark chocolate. It's too bitter for me.
Are you saying dark chocolates are bitter?
Aren't they?
I don't know.
I remember in first grade when we were learning about the senses and we were learning about taste, and our teacher split us up into groups. And mine went just before recess, and we were doing different things. It's like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's salty. What's this? Oh, it's sweet. And we all tried dark chocolate, and we all ran out to a trash can to spit it out.
So again, you are inferring that you don't like dark chocolates.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's with 90% cocoa.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe it's supposed to taste bad, Rick Kane.
Maybe it was.
So now, but wait a minute. But you like dark chocolates. How can you sit there and say that they're supposed to be? How can you say dark chocolates are supposed to be bad?
No, like the 90% cocoa ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there's darker chocolates that are stronger than just dark chocolates?
Yep.
Okay.
Dark chocolate is 60% cocoa.
So the darker the chocolate, the more bitter it becomes.
The more cocoa there is, the more bitter it is.
Okay, I got you. So what's the other flavor of the Tony Chocolonis?
Welcome to our chocolate show, folks.
It's a chocolate show. Rick Kane and I are up here dying because we're talking about candy.
I love chocolate. Wonka, man.
Okay, but tell me the other flavors.
I'm pretty sure there was one in the box that's honey.
Ooh.
It might be like the honey, where
like instead of caramel filling, it's honey filling.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I think there's one more in there that I'm forgetting about.
Can I get a taste of the is it dark chocolate honey?
No,
I would
it's all
love
milk.
to taste some dark chocolate honey.
It's all milk.
It's all milk chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been fine. It's good.
I would like to taste of one taste of the dark chocolate. Okay, a single H.
I would give you a taste of the dark chocolate if I had any dark chocolate.
Well, we'll find. I'll go out and find some.
Okay.
I'll leave some money on your dresser for some dark chocolate. That's my favorite line in that movie.
Rick Kane, you're gay.
I am. Also, people in the birdcage.
The Birdcage is an amazing movie. Okay, back to you.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of movies,
and being in control of your own show, it's time for our commercials.
No, I got it. You timed that right when I was showing.
Yeah, so why didn't you give me the microphone to do a Rolling Greens commercial? It's so that I could vamp through you eating your candy through a podcast. This is a
Oh no!
Oh, here comes Angry Single H. This is a professional show. You will not eat on I'm Single H.
I eat. Because we've been going to places and I needed something in my mouth.
And sometimes dark chocolate is the only thing.
Okay.
Can you do a commercial, please, before we get bumped? Can you do your coffee commercial, please?
Welcome to Beatties. Come down and to Hatchetfield and taste some of our wonderful blue coffee. You might end up singing by the end of it.
It's to die for.
Yes, and maybe you might join a group and die. And we are bringing up a new coffee flavor called Picocho's Mastered Coffee, coming in a tea version as well. You'll be dying to taste it. Beanies, Come to Hatchetfield.
All right, that was good. All right,
That's awesome.
all right, the movie.
Yes.
Do you have candy in your mouth?
No.
Okay, then let's do. What movie were we gonna talk about?
Beetlejuice.
Don't say it 3 times. There, I
Yeah.
broke it.
It's so good. That film.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was. I enjoyed it very much. It felt like a fun, like, Tim Burton, like, B-movie-ish thing. Like, he's got, like, it's a Tim Burton genre movie. It
I
was
wouldn't even-
fun, goofy, spooky.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it was a B movie either. It was a good film.
It was a good film.
Yeah.
I'm saying vibes.
Vibes. You know how that if you make a sequel to a movie, but it was like years upon years later, it's more or less a remake than a sequel.
Yeah.
This was definitely a sequel and
Yeah.
not a remake.
Yes. How do you feel about it?
It's really good. I really enjoyed what
Put the microphone to your mouth.
I'm projecting.
I'm single H.
I'm
You
pro-
will speak in the microphone.
I'm projecting. Okay? It can hear me.
He did the thing!
He did the
He
thing!
did the thing!
I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio with the
Oh,
wine
my.
glass pointing.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Dad, I'm projecting. It's getting me.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about like the Jenna Ortega and Enola Ryder of it all really quickly. 'Cause
Yeah.
they did a good job. Both of them carried that film so well.
They did really well.
Oh no, I thought it was really good. I liked that they're playing mother and daughter. It felt like, cause I don't like I don't like typecasting, but Jenna Ortega is definitely becoming like a Winona Ryder type person with all the roles that she has. In Wednesday.
She's gonna be in the new Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, she's been in. I know she's been in other horror movies.
She's
Like
been in like Scream movies.
she's been in the Scream movie. She was in that X movie that A24 made. It was like a horror movie. She was in that. She was in the Foo Fighters horror movie.
Shut up! Who was she?
She was the lead singer of the previous band that died in the house.
Are you kidding me? Did
Yeah.
I completely miss that?
Well, it's been a while since we've watched it. At least you've watched it. She's at the beginning, and she pops up at the end when they're all ghosts.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to finally watch that movie again. You have watched it again before I have, to be real honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to see that again. So she has really become, like I was about to say, what generation are y'all?
Gen Z.
She has become the Gen Z Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christina Ricci.
The next, I don't know, maybe Scream Queen, but like that, because she doesn't really scream.
All right, she's not a
but-
scream queen because she's not in slasher movies.
Well, she was in a scary movie. She was in Scream, or
Okay.
whatever it's called.
Okay, well, fair enough. And if I remember correctly, she's going to be in the new Nightmare on Elm Street. So yeah.
Yeah, but just like that kind of, like the, not emo, but like the kooky. Well, how do you describe it? As family?
They're creepy and they're kooky.
Creepy, kooky.
They're all together spooky.
Spooky, ooky, creepy, kooky.
You sound like Trump right now.
You don't mention that name on the
Don't say it 3 times.
Don't say-
Don't say it 3 times. And I'm glad. I like what they did with Winona Ryder's character too, because and that's actually what I think Lydia would have become.
Yeah.
She would have become some kind of supernaturalist. Can we throw a spoiler alert real quick?
Yes.
Spoiler alert! Yeah. How did they ever explain why that she couldn't see her husband? Did
Yeah.
they
I
ever
think they
explain
kind
it?
of did. It was just that either she didn't try, so maybe she wasn't in like the right place emotionally. Because even she said in the movie, like they were already kind of like splitting apart. Even though they were still together, they were just kind of like at that point where they just weren't like in the same relationship, and their relationship was already in the process of moving apart.
Yeah.
That she just couldn't like sense him anymore.
Yeah.
But also he was in the netherworld.
Well,
But she sees people in the netherworld all the time. No, wait. Does she? Or does she only see the ghosts that are still wandering around?
Well, she could see Beetlejuice.
But Beetlejuice was cracking through.
Okay.
And she had a connection with Beetlejuice. So a part of that was she lost her connection.
Okay.
And she was still connected to Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think, Single H?
I think she can only see people who are living, who are dead, that are still walking the earth.
She can only see the living dead, so zombies. She can see zombies.
No, but she can only see the dead who are walking the earth.
Yeah.
Because she had to break through to the netherworld where her husband was.
Yeah. So why didn't what was her name? Jenna
Ortega's character's name was
Excuse me, Jenna Omega. What was her name?
Ortega.
It's time to vamp. It's time to vamp.
It's Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, no, what was her name in the movie?
Oh, Astrid.
Or in the movie.
Because
it's Jenna Ortega. No, what's her?
I always make that joke about Kenny Ortega.
Yeah.
Yeah. Astrid. How come Astrid couldn't see him? Because she was seeing dead people. And she had no connection to the kid because she knew nothing about him.
Because she had to hit her head on the tree.
Well, no, I'm saying, I think you were right before, was that they're not on Earth. They were in the netherworld.
Yeah.
And that's why even in the Beetlejuice, the original Beetlejuice movie, Lydia couldn't see Barbara and Adam because they left to go to the netherworld. They weren't in the attic anymore.
That's true.
So I think
That's
Single
true.
H is right about that.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't see the dad.
And she had that one moment that she scraped between the living and the dead and herself, and that clicked her powers in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's
That could touch and awaken her
abilities.
Her sidekick abilities.
Yeah. So let's talk about the dad. Let's just throw the dad out real quick. Yeah. Anybody that saw the original movie and remembers the dad, what was the dad's name?
Charles.
And anybody that's aware of the shenanigans that happens in Hollywood, everybody knows that the actor who plays Charles is kind of blacklisted in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But they put his face in that movie a lot.
Yeah, at least whenever they at least the majority of the time, if he was walking around, his head was gone.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that his death scene was like a nightmare that Tim Burton had once.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was Tim Burton or that guy?
Tim Burton. A nightmare that Tim Burton had. That's how Charles died. It was an actual nightmare that he had once.
Can you imagine the nightmares that Tim Burton has?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Not only was he married to Hillary Bottom Carter, but also he creates the scariest crap. Yeah. And I love Hillary Bottom Carter. I didn't mean that as the offensive joke that I said. Thank you for not yelling at me, Single H.
Yeah.
But it was cool that they just kind of had him just pulverized.
Yeah. And that they let someone else take over Charles.
Yeah. Every time he talked,
I know.
I loved it so much. Like the little blood spewing out. I'm like,
every time he talked.
I'm like, I love it so much. Keep on.
Keep on doing that. More blood.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the nightmares that Single H has? What was your other favorite part, Single H, of the movie?
Like, I really liked how they dealt with Lydia and Astrid relationship.
Yeah.
How I feel like they still make sure that there was turbulence, but at its core it was healthy. Like, it got to the point at the end of the movie that it was healthy.
Yeah.
And
they took the journey together.
I don't feel like we have enough portrayals in movies of, like, relationship being turbulent and fully getting to a healthy place.
That is fair. Normally the conflict is between the antagonist
Yeah.
and the protagonist. Yeah.
And Delia Delia being Delia.
Yes, Delia being Delia is awesome. I love how she that whole time Delia was like, I don't like this guy. Delia, I love
the
Delia,
artist, the director.
Delia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy when he was eaten by a sandworm.
Yes. And Lydia punched him.
My favorite thing is they gave Bob a name.
Yeah.
Bob was probably my favorite character in the first movie. Talk about characters that cut across their time. Bob was in 2 scenes. My favorite character.
Yes.
Yeah. So we talked about this before, about how Michael Keaton didn't want to be on screen any longer than the first movie.
Yes.
He really felt like the main character in this film.
Same.
Yeah. Like, I still feel like he did play a support role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Within Lydia's story. Lydia would know when the main character of it.
Yeah, it felt like an A plot and the B plot.
Yeah, in the B plot with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's true. The A plot was Astrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astrid and Lydia. And then, but I agree, the Beetlejuice plot, the B plot, still felt like a good chunk of the movie. Even though they're like, he's in it as much as he is in the first movie. It still felt like he was in it a good amount.
It felt like he was in it a lot, and that's good.
Yeah, I think they try to part his scenes more.
Yeah.
Than they did in the original film. Good. All the scenes were pretty compact.
Yeah.
In the first film.
And this one, yeah, I agree. They were more spread out. I wish there was more of his ex-wife in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
she was
the only.
Kind of there.
That was the only hindrance.
And it caused a little conflict, but they didn't his ex-wife never got over. You know?
She didn't. Yeah. She sucked some souls and then got eaten by a sandworm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was ready for her to fight Beetlejuice or something, and it never happened.
I wanted more lines of dialogue.
Well, see, some more. I wanted some more of her story.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Can we talk about one part of the movie that we didn't like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I love the song MacArthur Park a lot.
Yeah.
But did they have to do the entire song?
You know.
Yeah, that's what they did with the Banana Boat song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be that fun whole musical dance number. So yes.
But MacArthur Park is not a fun song.
No.
Well, it's not a fun scene at the core
Can
of
I
it.
tell you, when they had the police coming through
That's what I was gonna say.
in the high beat section?
That I was gonna say
was
that.
awesome.
I thought they used it well. They with the police coming through and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I thought the police part was fun and certain parts of the dancing and stuff. But
I turned to GAPD and said, "Are they really going to play this entire song?"
and they did.
And they did.
And they rocked it.
But then it did revive it when the police started running through. Yeah.
You kind of all dance numbers. You kind of have to wait for the initial wait for the giant hit in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it kind of achieves expectations.
It made about as much sense to me as Kevin Smith using ABC in the middle of Clerks 2.
Well, it's kind of like, it's the fun reminder of the Banana Boat song.
Yeah.
The fun reminder of the Banana Boat song was the children's choir singing a morbid version of the Banana Boat song at the dad's funeral.
Yeah.
That rocked. That rocked.
When it did started playing though, the park song, I made T-Rex hands.
Yeah.
When it started playing.
Was that the first time you heard the real version of that song?
I don't think it is, but it probably would have been like it was probably like halfway through on the radio.
The acknowledgement that Weird Al has given many songs to many different generations.
Yes.
It's crazy. All right, favorite parts, go. Single H.
Seeing the hall of the Netherworld again.
Yeah, I love that set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the Netherworld set. Collectively, all the stages that make it up. It's so good.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I liked exploring the Netherworld more, and I liked. I thought there is more like kind of fun characters or just like cool designs everywhere, and the ending. The ending was like fun. It was just really fun all around. But I thought it was cool exploring the Netherworld more.
Yeah. I liked that they pulled the family together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do like that they pulled the family together. So is there going to be a part 3?
Who knows?
I don't know.
They can't wait 20 years again.
They did leave the groundwork a little bit at the very end when Lydia had that weird dream. And then it was like, is Beetlejuice actually gone? Is he not?
Well, I don't think he was ever actually gone.
Because last time he got eaten by a sandworm, that didn't do anything. He's got his name said 3 times. Who knows where he went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was just sent back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Which was the half-hour power hour for this week. Your name is...
My name is Michael Davis. Your name is...
Rick Kane, and you are...
Hunter Mills, y'all have a great week.